My next guest worked for 7 years at the acclaimed Le Cirque restaurant right here in Manhattan. Then he became my private chef, lucky me, for a year and a half. And now he's taken over the reins at Alain Ducasse's Midtown Brasserie, Benoit. And you should all make a reservation, visit Pierre there. I took my staff for a Christmas dinner and we had the most wonderful time. It was a very friendly atmosphere and very, very much like a great brasserie.
Yeah, that's exactly what we try to be, a very cool, relaxed restaurant where people can just pop in and have a main course, an onion soup or a steak. So that's nothing to do with what they used to do before, but it's exactly what I like to do.
Right, I know. And you and Pierre just loves the to-the-minute cooking. You
Absolutely.
know, à la minute. And how have you really changed the menu? How much?
I changed most of the appetizer. We changed 8 of the appetizer already, 8 of the main course. We have to leave a couple of the classical, the best sellers that we had there already automatically, but most of the chances are done or close to be finalized.
Oh, good. And what's the most popular so far?
Oh, I would say steak au poivre is definitely one of them. Then we have a crab salad as well, which is great with a celery remoulade, some salmon tartars, and so on and so on.
Oh, I love all of that, all of it. So steak au poivre, where does it come from?
The steak au poivre is it's a very old, classy French that they used to do in brasserie in Paris, or certainly beginning of the century.
Where does that gorgeous steak come from?
That's a sirloin steak, which is coming from Debragan Spittler, who is a butcher in a city.
Right. Well, what kind of meat? It's sirloin?
It's sirloin, yeah.
Okay. And look how marbled it is. It's really, really beautiful.
That's a prime sirloin as well, so it's the top quality.
And we leave all that, it doesn't have a lot of fat, so we leave that little bit on?
I leave a little bit of fat. There was much more, but they like to leave a little bit of fat for crispiness, and that's what's bringing the flavor to the steaks.
Okay, so what's the first step?
So the first step, we're going to crackle the pepper. So we have black peppers down here. I like to crackle it at the last moment because
right in the pan.
Right in a pan. And just like
look how easy.
And so it's quite easy.
Oh, that's good.
And you have a nice, so basically, and they're all nice. And
so I see.
And we have one already here. So now what we're going to do, we're going to...
Oh, so forget your pepper grinder, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so...
Basically, we're going to just coat, not too much, but just beautifully, both sides.
Not too much. I love pepper, you know that.
So yeah, depend always on how much pepper you like, you know, and if you do it for...
And salt. Exactly. On both sides. So some people say never put salt on your steak. Some people say put salt on your steak before you cook it. Is there a rule or a...
There is a rule not to salt the meat too long in advance, particularly red meat, because the salt is going to absorb the blood out of it, and that's what you don't want to. So basically,
right now it's fine.
Exactly. Because we're going to put it in the pan straight away. We put 2 tablespoons of a very hot olive oil down here.
Hot enough now?
Yep. And we want it very hot, basically. Yep.
Hear that? Okay.
That's exactly
so we can use a spatterproof, right?
Exactly. So we're going to leave it, let it cook approximately for 2.5 minutes per side. To have a medium rare.
Okay, and it's all done in the pan?
And it's all done in the pan.
Oh, good. Okay, no broiler, no nothing?
No broiler, no nothing.
Okay.
And you want the pan very hot to form this crust on the steak as well. So meanwhile, we're going to cook the green beans. So we have...
So there are 3 vegetables, parsnip, carrot, and haricot vert.
Exactly. We have some water boiling here with some salt. We're just going to plunge the beans inside.
Okay, don't forget the salt.
Yep. And we're going to cook them depending on how much you like them cooked. I know you don't like them too cooked, so we're going to leave it not even 2 minutes.
But I don't like them raw.
I like them perfectly cooked. So I think 2.5 minutes.
Pierre is a master with vegetables. So his vegetables always, every one of your vegetables tastes exactly like the vegetable.
Great, thank you.
Yep.
And I do enjoy cooking vegetables, particularly when you have the luxury to have a beautiful garden like yours.
Oh, yeah, fantastic. Yep. Now, Pierre has worked with me on the last year and a half on my new book, Entertaining 2. And wait till you see this book. It is so fabulous. I don't know when it's going to be published. It'll be probably spring 2010, but it is fantastic. I'm very excited about it, Pierre.
Thank you. So now we're going to prepare the vegetables as well. So that's the other 2 vegetables.
Okay, so it's quite... Once the string beans are cooked, we put them in ice water.
Exactly.
And
so we're going to take the carrots and the celery down here.
You're going to quarter turn the carrots?
Exactly, twice, lengthwise. And then we're going to try to cut this always inner part, who is the very sweet and sometimes not that tender. just by doing it this way.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Perfect.
yeah.
Yep. So
Okay.
we take this one for a vegetable stock or for something else, and then we're just going to cut exactly.
Okay. That. Sometimes the chefs take away so much of the vegetable, there's hardly any left.
I used to use that all the time for my
we do.
vegetable
Oh, you
stocks
do.
and
Yep.
for the chicken stocks. It's always useful.
So you think
the
that's done?
steak, that's done, yep. Down
Steak
here we're going to
I think it's 2 minutes. Should you check the steak? Okay, so I'll cut the carrots up.
here we cut the steak of a nice crust. You can see it on here. And meanwhile, we prepare another pan big enough to receive all our vegetables. And we're doing the same thing with the pasta.
Oh, good. Okay. It's always fun to work with Pierre because you learn so much about technique. Pierre, you grew up in Alsace.
Yep, absolutely. That's the country of sauerkraut and Bäckerofen and all this very earthy dish that I do at Benoit, by the way. I have a sauerkraut.
Oh, you're doing bake oven?
Not Bäckerofen yet. I don't have the molds, unfortunately.
Oh, you have to do that.
But I'm doing the choucroute, and I have the spätzle, the coco vin blanc as well, the rooster with
a friend of mine ate there and had your spätzle and said it was the best she's ever tasted.
Right. So the steak is practically ready. Going to bring the temperature down, and everything is done in high.
Okay.
Okay. Now we have the vegetable ready down here. We're going to add the vegetables to the skitlets straight away, and we're just going to let them cook slowly, without water. Just a little bit of salt and pepper.
Oh, okay. In olive oil.
In a little bit of oil.
So you're
2
pan
tablespoons.
roasting them.
Exactly.
Okay. Nope, 2 more. This is so
Like
great.
that.
Our
A bit
steaks
of
need
salt.
to be cooked a little bit more, as do our vegetables. They look perfect.
Yeah, it's just great now.
I
They're
like
just,
them rare.
That's close to, they're more medium rare. We cook them a
okay.
bit more, unfortunately. But
So-
now we're going to take a bit of the fat, the excess fat away.
But not the peppercorns.
Not the peppercorns. And we're going to add some fresh peppercorns as well.
Okay.
So now we have all the
Yes, the drippings.
drippings in the bottom of the pan. We're going to add a bit of butter just to add some freshness. We're going to add 2 tablespoons of chopped shallots as well.
Now, this is so easy, and you know, on Valentine's night, when you're having this romantic dinner, you don't want to spend a lot of time in the kitchen.
Definitely not. And it's a matter of, I would say altogether, half an hour. And
A half an hour is enough.
And we're going to add...
The other time should be spent elsewhere. Cuddling in front of the fire.
We're going to add a bit of a green peppercorn as well.
In the bathtub.
And just going to mix everything nice together. Now we're going to add, after 30 seconds, we're just going to add a bit of...
Scrape up the drippings, right? Okay. And now comes the moment. Stand back. I hope we don't have any fire alarms right up there.
We're just going to add a bit of cognac.
Yes. Now don't do that if you are going to have your hair hanging in the pan. It will definitely ruin your Valentine's Day. I did this once right under a fire alarm.
Oh, for sure.
The fire alarm, the fire department came. It was really a mess.
So
What's
now
that?
we're going to add some more alcohol, another quarter cup of white wine this time.
Okay. You bite that up too?
Exactly. I'm not sure. Yes, you could. If you like
Burn off
fire,
the
that's for
alcohol.
sure. You burn all the alcohol. We let it simmer perhaps for 30 seconds, just enough that everything is blended together. And now we're going to add this beef stock.
Like a demi-glace.
A demi-glace, exactly.
Okay. And everyone in the audience is getting your demi-glace thanks to D'Artagnan. And take it home and save it for February 14th, your sexy dinner. Okay, so this is...
Okay. This one we're going to reduce this one a little bit, and we're going to add some cream a little bit later on.
Okay, so let it boil away.
You let it blanc.
Okay. And now the veggies. Oh, look how good they look.
So the vegetables are ready down here.
Yes. String beans, warm them? Or are you going to...
We're going to add the string beans inside, exactly. So what we're doing now, we're going to mix everything together. And we're going to set vegetables on here.
No butter and
No butter. You have
Okay.
enough. We have olive oil already from the
Yes.
beginning, so that's definitely not a problem.
pepper.
Exactly. A little bit of salt or pepper to rectify the seasoning. And here we go. Perfect.
So how big is your new kitchen? How many people
But
are
the
in
kitchen is not that big. It's we have a team of 10 people altogether.
10?
10. So per shift.
Better
we
than
open-
just Lily. At
for
my
sure.
house, it was Lily.
was 2 people. Yeah, was
Or
3 or 4
me.
people. So it's 10 people, and we have 7 shifts because we work 7 days a
Right.
week. So it's 14 shifts. So most time we have something like 5 or 6 per
Wow,
service in
right.
the kitchen.
Fantastic. 7 days a week. So if you're there on Sunday, you can get a good meal.
Definitely,
Or
on,
on Monday. Okay, so the heavy cream is.
It's here. Now, that's reduced enough. We're just going to add the heavy cream now on here. And just so now we have a nice creamy
beautiful.
sauce, and we're going to reduce to the right texture, basically. So we're going
Okay.
to need a bit more reduction on here. And that's it.
This is not like your restaurant stove. We have a home stove here, which is very powerful, but not as powerful
It
as.
is, but that's quite professional
Yes.
equipment as well. But
Yeah.
depending on the heat, automatically you might have to reduce a bit more. But what you want is this creamy texture
So you
on
can
the
glaze,
sauce.
sort of
Exactly.
glaze the top of your
The steak.
So we'll
So
take the
now
steaks over
We're
there.
going on there. We're going to plate the vegetables. We're going to put just a couple of these vegetables on the top of the plate.
So 1 steak per person. That's a nice, healthy steak.
Absolutely. That's 10 ounce, so you have definitely your ratio of meat.
This looks good. What do you think? Looks just about right?
Yep, perfect. So we're just going to put the steak down here. Now what we're going to do is, with this sauce, we're just going to put a bit of sauce on the steak. Perfect.
Yum. Pierre, you have to make one for yourself.
Yep, I'm going to. Work on another one.
Here, I'll take that. And we all know that you can't have a Valentine's dinner without dessert. So Pierre's brought along the pastry chef from Benoit, Alex Talpar, and a few of the desserts. Alex, come on up. Now, these are spectacular. Oh my gosh, I'm going to save room for profiterole.
Yeah, profiterole served
Served-
with vanilla ice cream and chocolate sauce for dipping.
Yum.
Yeah. So after the tarte tatin, served with creme fraiche.
I love the shape of the tarte tatin. It's so beautiful.
Thank you.
Is that done in a little copper pot, or
Sorry?
what kind of pan do you use for that?
A mold in a
Okay.
plastic.
Oh, plastic.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so beautiful.
Yeah.
And then that,
The millefeuille with vanilla cream.
the
fresh.
most beautiful Napoleon I've ever seen.
Thank you. With fresh raspberries and raspberry coulis.
And that?
The nougat glacé, pistachio ice cream.
Oh,
Passion.
you have to get a side view. Yeah, get the side view, because that is terribly important, the side view here. So what kind of pistachio ice cream and
Pistachio ice cream, so after the nougat glacé, and the passion fruit sorbet.
oh, that's what's on top, passion fruit sorbet. Oh my gosh, it's so, and how did you get it brown? Is that
It's chocolate.
oh, it's chocolate. Oh, it's so gorgeous. Well, this is definitely a fabulous Valentine's dinner. And if you don't want to cook, go to Benoit.